We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Cold Dead Hands Issue 1. This is written and created by Garrett Gunn, interior art and letters by Lee Milewski, cover pencils and inks by Brian Balondo, cover colors by Kenny Aitken, editor-in-chief was Travis McIntyre. This is put out by Source Point Press in 2020, and it starts off with the story of a mercenary who is being worked over. He's been accused of stealing, but he may not have done it. That doesn't matter though. That doesn't stop them from going after him in a very harsh way. Very harsh. Meanwhile, we cut to earlier that evening where there's a heist in progress, and the heist is for the remains of Athos Mattis, and these are very important because they appear to be magical in some way, allegedly the hands of a deity, and it relates to how this guy got injured, and by the end of the issue we get to see some craziness. It takes a little while to get there, but the story is pretty interesting. The main downside really is the art is massively abstract. You look at the cover and you're thinking it's got kind of a Mike Mignola look. The cover does, yeah, the cover's pretty cool. The interior art is a completely different story. It's this really boxy line art that lacks a lot of fine details and sometimes makes it difficult to tell who is who, and everybody looks like something out of a puppeteer's nightmare. I am not a fan of the interior art. It is way too stylistic for me. I think it's very, very distracting and at times very confusing. And the action scenes are sometimes obscured by bad body proportions and just the stylistic nature of the art. I absolutely hated the art. I understand that this probably has a place, but it's not something I have any interest in art-wise. But the story was interesting enough. I am considering picking up issue 2. Problem is, Source Point Press is incredibly unreliable and they often don't deliver to the comic shops, so when I order something, it's probably not even going to show up. It took me a long time to even get a copy of this because I ordered it out of the previews, but my comic shop couldn't get it in a reasonable amount of time, so I had to wait. But I did enjoy the story. It's just the art is really, really messed up. And the cover is really cool. They should have got the cover artist to do the interior art. If you can find it at a reasonable price or you like the art, then pick it up. But the story cannot salvage the art. It is way too distracting. I had a lot of fun reading the story. The premise is really good. It needs to be compacted a little bit, tightened up just a bit, but I think this really lacked the editorial oversight that it needed to kind of work the story together just a bit more. But it's still not bad. It's a good, interesting concept that I think is worth exploring and could be a fun read. That'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel in other ways, links to my Patreon, Streamlabs, and Teespring store are in the description, and as always, we hope to see you on the next one.